About our R&D project, room condition and people flow. So, first of all, we will talk about project background. Next, we will talk about three fundamental requirements of our clients. First of all, a human detection. Next, a job detection and water detection. After that, we will talk about using of the application. Project management is upnet, and lastly is conclusion. So first of all, project background. World Resort Sentosa is an integrated resort on the eastern of Sentosa, Singapore. It has over 1,000 rooms and occupy an area of 49,000 hectares. So due to its vastness, they will need a way to monitor room. So which include water detect on floor, garbage on floor, and people flow. So how can we do it? We divide this project into 4 sections. First of all, a human detection. Next, a task detection. Thirdly, a water detection. And lastly, a application. Our main client FromLabs suggested to use a embedded system, so we decided to evolve our project around the microcontroller, Arduino Uno, and microcomputer Raspberry Pi. Mr. Lim will talk about our first function, human detection.
So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So my name is Scan. So for this part, I will explain the function of human detection of our solution. For tackling human detection issue, our group have applied many solutions, and all in all, we choose the normal camera with the TOF and combine with the Mark II algorithm also with this problem. In this diagram, so our device all is camera and TOF. First, you see that the camera. So the purpose of the camera is detecting the movement of the object go in and go out the door. And the TOF, we use the TOF for detect the height of the people. So from that we can know that that's either adult or the children. And after that, on the data, we will update to the database of the application that we have. So here is the data analysis on human height in Singapore. You can see that the average height of the adult is 1.7 meter for male and 1.6 meter for female, and for the children under 1.5 meter. Here is our device, the TOF. The purpose of the TOF is measure the distance of from the object to the TOF. Here, how is the TOF working? You can see that there are 2 beams. So the image light, and filter light. So from that, they capture the distance of the human to the sensor. And this one is the first version of our devices. So our devices is just a box. So attached to the front of the door, the top of the door. You can see that this is a camera and 2 holes for the 2 TOF devices. One down to capture the movement of the object, go in and go out of the room. And how on device and on device working on this. So we use a Raspberry. The Raspberry is just a microcomputer, so control all devices. Battery and Raspberry operating system devices. In simulation, you see that the floor and the people move in and move out. This one is the camera. And the red line is the position of the TOF. From that, the TOF count the height of the object go in and go out. Here is the real image of our testing on our last room. It's measuring data. So we did a lot of tests and more about 42 test case, and we passed over 50%, around 57 successfully. In this ring, you see that this is the output of our device. People go in and go out. The TOF output, the catching on off. Here is the screen of the camera, the red line and the green line for detecting of object go in or go out. And this one is the background subtraction. We apply algorithm for detect the object. And this is the real test. You can see that people move in and go out. And this one is the output of our device. So for after this all the tests, we get the result and the advantage of our devices. That's it, the health ability of the real-time capturing and high filtration performance, capable of the shadow detection. Besides that, the opposite side have disadvantage. Our device will require the high-cost devices, require high computational power, high power consumption, and it takes initial time for setup and capture and get acquainted with the environment background. So next part, track detection. Mr. Long will explain later.
Hi everyone. In my team, detecting with tracks and by determining and CUF is a quite a good combination in our solution. However, how can we apply this solution in our project? We have, first of all, I have to define what the trash means. In computer, trash is different. And what the computer think about trash? Trash is a delete file that we put in the recycle bin in our desktop. That's what is the computer thing. However, what human think about trash? We are thinking trash is something less value or nothing. Or I can say that worthless. So the concept between computer and human is different. So I have to think about the way to apply for the computer to understand that it's trash, to command it to detect something. So this is how this diagram for our solution. First of all, the TOF will detect the object. If we find any object, it will trigger the command for the camera, which we apply retraining model and deep learning to analyze our image. After all, if that is trash, they will update the database. So that's the overall diagram in our detection system. And this is the basic blueprint. How we want to make an automation robot automation trash bin to go around and detect the trash to detect the trash automatically. However, to make it run automatically is really hard. So what we have to do, we have to make the handle to push this run around to detect the object. We will apply automation later after we finish the detections and run a simulation. This is our recent product. The evaluation of a team and FromLabs is not just our in our validation. So we will develop it in the future if we have more investment on human resources. In the data set, for the camera, how we apply the camera to analyze that image in the trash. We have the experiment with the two models. First of the ImageNet data with in the file of MISE with 20,400 files and about 10 to 50% of them is a file related to the trash. And the second data we have find out and also from the client recommendation to test it out is DraftNet data. They also have the 2,527 files that also contain trash and about 137 files that the list of trash. So what is that lister? Here is an image of the several samples of the trash of the 137 file of trash in our data. Okay, so we test it out. First of all, we use the DraftNet data to test the ImageNet model with a TensorFlow. In the test, for the trash, we have 36 cascades. We absolutely do about 174 cascades overall. In the trash detection, we have analyzed about 36 cascades, and also we have 30 file access, while the rest is failed. In the paper, we absolutely don't have any data in the paper. So how we can do it? We have to rely on the sensor. The sensor we have to test with the ultrasound sensor at the beginning of this project. We have to test it around 10 cascades with paper. Only 3 of them passes, while the rest 4 is failed. However, with the TOF, that doesn't matter at all because we can detect it with the TOF. Here is our example how we detected the trash. How we analyze the trash. This is a piece of paper, and this is the result. This is the result what we get. The data we detected by 1, and this is our update to the database. Here's a small video how we detected. That's the value change. That's how we analyze it. How we analyze our image. So what do you think about this solution? Well, they have better high accuracy, high illustration. We can classify the recycle and the normal trash. And however, it has a several problem with the slow performance and measurable flow and take a non-linear time to learn the library. The decouple of the real time and complex to set it up. So what do you think? The next one with the water section, they will present.
To come up with the water detection solution, I've read many articles, and one of them gave us the idea of using only the CCD sensor, the laser, and deep learning. It contains 3 main processes. The first one is to detect water appearance using only CCD sensor, which is the charge coupled device, and the laser module. The next process is water recognition using camera in deep learning, and the last one is updated data to the database. Especially in water appearance detection, according to liquid detection written by Thomas Giesco in February 2006, he proposed a method called triangulation, which will have a CCD sensor receive the error coordinate of the refracted laser beam from the laser light emitter to the water surface. There is no water surface. The CCD sensor will receive the expected coordinate of the reflected light. However, purchasing the CCD sensor proves quite a bit of difficulties. Therefore, we can only make some test cases to prove our proof of concept. We made 30 test cases with 8 fails and 22 success. The first test example is we are proving that in computer vision, it can recognize the difference between wet floor tile and a dry one. And the next test case is to prove the accuracy capability of the computer vision. From those test cases, we made a little bit of pros and cons table. For advantages, it's quite simple to set up. It has no memory overflow, with no need of initial time to learn the background, and it has high accuracy. However, it has one big drawback, is it cannot distinguish between the object and the color of the wet floor tile. Next slide will be the application and writing.
So here is a video clip to guide you through the using of our application.
Of our program. First of all, let's open up the application. Here's AR profile. Let's head to the dashboard to see what happened. The garbage, water, and human number display in the diagram. The data will be updated at the end of the day. This graph displays the human number at that date. The trash detection data will be shown be the number of trash they detected. The chart of water detection will show how many puddle of water we have found. This is our extension. We will divide two types of garbage. One is normal and the other is recycle. Here is male and female. The number of people go in and out the restroom every day. The number of children and adults. In water detection, some type of liquid can be counted as water. Finally, the data of the temperature in each day. Here is the table list. Let's search the 16th of May and here is the result. We got 10 people in and out, 4 male and 6 female. The total number is 10. We also have trash and water detection data table. Our next version will focus on search people by hour and apply IoT in the application.
So what's that about our application? We will try to do any add-ons that our client requirement, like specific more about people, genders, about their age, and all like recyclable trash or not. And up next, a project management will be presented by
In our project management, we use open project to manage the team. We're using the waterfall methodology to approach this project. However, we have a big problem with the research and development because we have to spend more time to make the research without having enough time. So that's our trouble. How we solve this problem, I actually solve it by using Kanban process. However, to apply Kanban in my process, I have to do a portfolio, Kanban portfolio, and a team Kanban separately to make this work. Because to distribute the task to the team, we have a lot of work to do and have to manage many things. So to only follow the waterfall is not a very good idea. How my team actually do? On my team spend every member of my team spend 300 hours to do this project. In the general, we have to spend over 2,000 hours to do this one. For the monthly span, it looks like we have a lot of work to do during the February to the May. And the team task, we complete about 99% of the tasks until now. We closed it out about 264 tasks. And have 2 rest tasks to close it yet. This is our estimation and our time span in this project. Look like we have a very weak about estimation. However, we got explicit during the annual project because that's a really big problem and we keep landing something not very good. Our conclusion, what do we think about this project? Well, I just finished up with setting up the requirement, finding a way the detection water and trash, visualize collecting data for user. However, we didn't do it about the detection object by laser, because laser is really good to visualize the object on the ground. I have read some articles from AUT that have related to this. That's quite interesting if we do more experiments. The next one is really not a document for the next project. We don't really yet the setup environment or the next for team environment is not enough document. And the next one is robot movement. We want to abstract it and move on quickly. So we have to take a lot of time to do it. To visualize the room map and let it run around the room for that stuff. So what we do in the future, we will apply the IoT in this project. IoT is really quite a fun thing to do. We can control our trash bin, can turn off and on. And next one, I will using this project for the Russian environment because our client in Singapore, we're supposed to do something to make it can run into the client locations. The next one, using the server to analyze human water and trash because the Raspberry is too slow to analyze something. So we have to run the server to do it. It's called around, and our estimation is called on 10 seconds to analyze the image. Or less. Next one, the robot movement. I absolutely want to do it because this is a very basic thing to make to detect the trash. So that is that on in our presentation. Thank you for listening. Do you have any questions?
One question about the human detection. Yes. Can your device distinguish between one person and another person when he carry a gun on his back?
Oh, actually, yes. We have the double action. Please. Well, you can see I have the single action and double action experiment. We are working with to distinguish the two colors work the same time to the room. However, as you can see, the double action is the testing is not very good. So we still develop it in the future. Not this one.
Only two or this can be 3, 4, and 5.
At the moment, we only distinguish of two people because the camera only sees around two people.
Yes.
Walk through the room.
Another question about how you go in. For example, if a person go in normally, it's no problem. But if it draw in, can that the device see as an animal, not a human?
Oh, about animal? Actually, no. We only do
He draw in not walking.
well, about animal, this solution we detect human only, not animal. How we can suppose to detect animal?
What's for the question? You see that? This one.
Yes.
Either side of the draw, we give two POF. The first POF for the height of the human, that is 1.7 meter, and width under 1.57 meter. That means we think that is an object or
can do it more.
So the human under the 1.5 height is not a human to your device.
Because that's another thing on the city wall. In the evil ground. Because this is due to the limit of the TOF. Currently, we can only purchase the TOF with only 126 meters length. So, if the door is too high, it cannot detect whether that people is kind of like human-like if they throw in. So our solution is to put TOF, the TOF on the side. Yeah.
And one question about the crash detection, right? The commissioner know what's the crash, but how about a tire track? Yeah. A whole bunch of crash in together. Yes.
Wait, at the moment we only classify about the 5 and 3 to 5 drive at the same time. Not the 5 drive. I'm really sorry, but it is negative 5.
I have a question. You mentioned that your time of flight sensor only supports measuring to 1.2 meter distance, right? So, why? Are there no time of flight sensors that can measure longer distance?
Yes, there are time flight sensors that can measure long distance, but it is available only to all the countries now. So we haven't made enough time to buy a sensor for testing.
I see.
And for more, because you know that the wide of the door is only about under 1 meter. So the wide range of the TOF 1.2 meter, we think that enough for our devices.
One more question about the human detection. Why you use the height to distinguish objects? For example, animal and human. Why you don't use another feature to determine is they are human or not human?
So, pardon me, you asking why you cannot distinguish between people?
Yes. Why you use the height to distinguish what's a human or what's an
Oh,
animal?
this is due to the board capability. If you apply something so large and big and use so much algorithm, like using deep learning statistical, it will take too much time to process a frame. Yes.
And this costs too much time.
Not only it costs too much time, but if there are too many data or too many frames goes in at a time, it will cause the memory overflow. Therefore, the board will be offline during its performance.
I have one more question. The client gave you $1,000 budget to spend on the hardware.
Yes.
However, you only spend about 400. Why?
Because we try to reduce the cost as much as possible.
Did the client tell you to reduce the cost as much as possible?
And one thing that we did hard to buy something. For example, the CCD is hard to buy it. And I had to run around in the market to buy the CCD. So it is fine anyway. So we have the two problems. About our problem that we reduce the cost of the client, and the second problem that we can find the sensor that we need to buy in the market now.
Okay.
So that's a big constraint.
this is a kind of a innovation project. So if there is another team that continues this path of innovation for this topic, what recommendation would you make for them?
First one, in my personal recommendation, for the drug detection, I think they should continue to working on the to detect about the camera to analyze the object faster. So I recommend that. I recommend to use the server to analyze the human, the water and drug detection because the server runs faster than the board. The board needs to only have a job to gather that image or object, and the server will analyze it. And the next thing, the robot movement, because the principle to do this one, and I see any documents, the robot movement is really necessary because they have to run around the room to detect the object. So at the same time, this project has to be a separate project. So it takes a long time to do it. So my recommendation in drug detection. For human detection, you guys have any recommendation?
For human detection, I also recommend to use the server to most likely analyze X-rays reports and statements more.
So that's my idea to use that word.
And one more thing, if the lecture team have enough time, so they should build an application on a mobile phone. I think that is useful for the future. And we build an application, but our application is just running on the web page. So I think building a mobile application that's necessary.
So we recommend use the IoT, applied IoT in this project. That's really fun.
Okay. Did your team waste any time during the project?
About that one. Yeah, especially waste around about during the January to February, because we have to spend a lot of time to studying document and learn a lot of things about how to detect water and trash in the real project. So we cost a lot of time and then we can close it out. So we waste a lot of time to do it. So that's why, because the reason why we have this, because the tasks we deliver to the team is not controlled, because we didn't set the end date to study the end date properly for the team, and just continue the task and doing this, make the task more, we have spare time, a lot of time to do it, and the result isn't good. So that's why I applied Kanban in my project. So to control the task, about the task management already. To do it, it's very hard. We have to do a portfolio Kanban, do a quick and team Kanban service base. So that is how we waste.
No more questions?
I have a non-technical question. A non-technical question. I noticed in your presentation here that you had blank pages that turned into pros and cons. How come they're blank?
Oh, I forgot. Because this one, I forgot to remove the blank paper. We will see the presentation before.
Okay, I'm just wondering why.
Yeah, I'm really sorry because.
No, sorry. I'm also wondering, did you have this edited? Did you have anybody look over your work before you printed it? In terms of grammar?
Because we
So that's why these are blank.
Yes.
In terms of your grammar, did anybody look over this for you? I see a lot of grammar mistakes on this. No. That might be a lesson for the future.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a question. Can you explain why you have to build a robot for trash detection?
Because for the trash detection, we do it in the restroom.
Yeah.
In the restroom, that's a very private area. So if we have the choice, we have to make a detector. It's not privacy. And really just scared when people go to the restroom or something.
So for water detection, I see your solution you use camera for water detection.
That we also use the robot. The camera only to analyze the water dimension.
So that means you put the camera in the restroom.
No, we put the camera in the robot. And
So first of all, we think about using camera inside the restroom, just the hardware of the restroom. But the problem is, if we go for a very large area of the restroom, customer will be annoyed that they are being collected data. So we decide to build a robot that can use any sensor to control to go around the floor and check if the garbage or corner. However, after Apple, we decide to use camera that just go for a very small portion of the floor, like about 10 centimeters or more. We also try to use other like non-visible light and visible light camera different one to detect it also.
So for trash detection, so nowadays there's a lot of intelligent robot for trash collection, and just buy a robot and put it in the floor, and it will collect all the trash on the floor. So your robot just like detect the trash, and you can buy a commercial one to collect the trash and clean.
our final requirement that we only detect trash for trash detection or not collecting. And our robot has to cooperate with humans to do the job, not to replace them totally. So that is the point.
Because this is only, so this is a process of learning. So we know that in the market there are already many devices like this, but the whole team work together for learning and it covers something and comparison. So the process of learning is the purpose of our devices.
Okay. So now for the human detection, I see in your application you have some charts for the age detection, gender detection. How can you do it?
In the gender detection, we also use the camera, what we call the cafe, to detect the human image. That when they got the human image, they will analyze it with a retraining model by the internet. So this is still an experiment page. We didn't make develop it actually. But we have document about it. So you can read to my Google Drive.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any more question? No? So I will conduct our presentation. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.